Welcome to episode 6 of the Versatile Athletes Training Journal. Today's session is my max effort lower body day, with the workout split into 3 sections: power, strength and conditioning. Each part has a different purpose, but together they're all aimed at making me a more complete athlete. The first exercise I perform is the kneeling to single leg box jump. Starting from the knees removes any momentum, meaning I have to generate as much force as possible from a dead stop. Finishing on one leg adds another challenge by forcing me to absorb that force under control and stabilize it before landing. From an athletic perspective, this develops explosive power, coordination and balance. For combat sports, those qualities transfer into more explosive footwork, stronger kicks, and the ability to stay balanced while attacking or changing direction. Since in most sports you're moving from one leg to the other, this exercise has a great carryover to all types of sports. Next up are rotational box jumps. One thing that's easy to overlook is that sports rarely happen in straight lines. You're constantly rotating, changing angles and generating force through the hips and torso. This exercise trains explosive rotation while teaching me to produce force and then absorb it safely when I land. The landing is just as important as the jump, because being able to decelerate under control improves balance and prepares the body for rapid changes of direction. Now I'll move on to the strength portion of today's session. The main lift for today is the Percher squat. I really like this variation because it forces me to stay upright while placing a huge demand on the legs and core. For athletic performance, strong legs are the foundation for almost everything. Sprinting, jumping, changing direction and producing force all depend on lower body strength. From a sports perspective, stronger legs allow you to maintain your stance under pressure, generate more power into strikes and stay stable during clinch exchanges. If your base is weak, everything above it becomes less effective. Strength is one of those qualities that supports almost every other physical ability, so building it remains a huge priority throughout my training. The next exercise I perform is the B stance trap bar deadlift. I like unilateral exercises because sport isn't always symmetrical. Most of the time you're pushing from one leg more than the other, whether you're throwing punches, kicking or changing direction. This variation of the trap bar deadlifts allows me to overload one side while still keeping the movement stable enough to use challenging weights. Developing strength through the glutes and hamstrings is essential for acceleration, explosive movement and producing force through the hips. Those same muscles play a massive role in kicking power and driving forward during combat. Next is on to Bulgarian split squats. This is probably one of the toughest exercises in the session for me personally, but it's also one of the most valuable. Training one leg at a time helps expose strength imbalances that can easily be hidden during bilateral lifts. It also develops stability through the hips, knees and ankles, while building strength in positions that closely resemble athletic movement. For most combat sports, every strike begins with force being transferred through a single leg, so improving strength and control here has direct carryover to movement, balance and power generation. To finish the strength work, I'm doing knee bent single leg calf isometrics. The calf muscles are heavily involved in almost every athletic movement, especially in sprinting, jumping and changing direction. In combat sports, they're constantly working to keep you light on your feet while help transfer force into punches and kicks. Holding these positions build tendon stiffness and lower leg endurance, qualities that improve force transfer while also being able to build resilience against injury over time. Next I move on to the conditioning phase. The first exercise is a Copenhagen plank. The Copenhagen plank is a great way to build strength and endurance through the adductors while also challenging the core and hip stabilizers. For athletes, strong adductors are essential for changing direction, controlling lateral movement and staying balanced. In combat sports, they help produce powerful kicks, maintain a stable stance and improve resilience against groin injuries, making them well worth including in your program. The final exercise for this workout is a B stance cross-body kettlebell swing. This combines explosive hip extension with rotation and anti-rotation, making it a great way to finish the session while reinforcing athletic movement patterns. Learning to generate force through the hips and transfer that force efficiently across the body is fundamental to athletic performance, whether that's sprinting, jumping, throwing, changing direction or striking. Okay, that concludes today's session. That was another solid workout, another step to becoming a more complete athlete. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode.